Hello and welcome to FECTALK. This is Tim with FECTalk.com. Today I just want to give an update on the Fun Center and things that are going on at my location and the industry in general. So one of the things that's going on is I was getting ready to do a preview of Ring Toss by Coastal Amusements. So what had happened with this game is I ordered this game along with a few others, and I liked the game a lot. So it finally came in, we got it all set up, beautiful game, beautiful presentation, and I really liked the theme. And what I wanted to do with that game is when we had our Dog Bowl event. We have an event every year at the end of May that's called Dog Bowl in Balloons over Bavaria. And what we do there is we have multiple dog events, and it's just amazing. Hundreds of thousands of people. It's just off the hook. And what I wanted to do with that Ring Toss, it's a Ring Toss Junior, is take it out and make a little midway with that and a few other games. And I know it would have done really well. But unfortunately, so we got the Ring Toss in, and we just couldn't get it to calibrate. So they sent us a new camera, and we still had problems. It just wouldn't calibrate correctly. I don't know if it was a software problem or not. So they picked up that game, and then they sent us another new one. And once again, it just wouldn't calibrate correctly. Now, we could get about 80% of the bottles to register, but that's just not good enough. It just wasn't good enough. So we sent that game back, and sometimes you get a lemon, sometimes you have bad luck. I'm sure that other ring tosses out there are fine, but from my experience, it's a no-go. So I really can't endorse that game, but I can endorse the company because they do have good games. Coastal Amusements makes good games, but that one just isn't going to work out for us. I didn't want to try it a third time. So there will be no review for that one. I don't think. Maybe I'm doing a justice by doing a review for it. So I'll do a review down the road, I think. But the next one I got was Andamiro's Avengers. And man, it's like I got a string of bad luck with these games. The left side would not pay tickets. It just constantly would do a ticket error. And so they sent me a new board. And the new board was actually worse than the original board. Nothing worked really. So waiting on another board for this. And I'm really hoping we're going to have better luck with this one than we did with the Coastal Amusement one. Because this game is awesome. It just really looks awesome, and it fits my card niche because our card pushers with the formulas that I made for cards and the custom cards do outstanding. So I really want to see this game up and running and making money really soon. So I'm excited about it. This one I still think is going to do well for us because I have heard several people say that this game does really well for them, and they haven't had any problems like we've all had with the SpongeBob. Those of you who put the time and effort into SpongeBob, you know as well as I do that the thing prints money, but it also has a lot of problems. So this one is said to be better, so I'm looking forward to having a lot less problems and a lot more money made and a lot more entertainment for our guests. So another one that was exciting for me was Rock the Rim by Baytech. Baytech makes great games. If you look at my list, you could see that I buy a lot of Baytech games. They're always solid. And Rock the Rim was no exception. No issues whatsoever with it, and it's been going steady for a week. I'm going to do a preview, then we'll do a review after a couple months and see how it does. But I'm not foreseeing any issues whatsoever with Rock the Rim. Another one that I got was the Redeem Machine by Andamiro. Now, this was one that I was really, really excited about because it was going to open up a lot of opportunities for me with my cards. Because I talked to them, I talked to my distributor, and they said that it would do the things that I wanted, but unfortunately, there was a miscommunication somewhere because it definitely doesn't do what I wanted. So that one's going back to you. I was hoping to be able to customize my sets like I can with the Elout kiosk. The issue with the Elout kiosk was I just couldn't do enough sets, but it was a lot more dynamic than the Redeem Machine. So what I did was I ordered the update for the Elout kiosk, so I'll let you guys know how that works out. But if you're going to follow my articles and my podcasts on customizing cards, the Redeem Machine by Andamiro is a no-go. The Elout kiosk is the one you want to get. So I really hope that this update with the Elout kiosk works out well, and I will definitely do reviews on that and explain how to maximize your profits with the card sets for your card pusher games. So another one that I got, and I've already done a review of it, and it's a great game, is the Minecraft Dungeons. So I've had that for quite a while now, almost a month, maybe a little more, and it's still knocking it out of the park. I'm no longer having any issues with the card hoppers getting jammed, maybe once in a great while, but nothing like in the beginning. So we got them all burned in, everything going. People love the game. Families play it together. It's 4-player, cooperative. People come in to collect the cards. People like to play the game. So I look forward to seeing updates from that and updated card sets. So Series 2, Series 3, I know that's got to be in the works. And I really, really like that game. Betson and Raw Thrills both came through for me because the game came damaged. The speaker panels were crushed in shipment. And it took a little while, but they got me brand new ones, and now my game looks brand new. I feel so much better about it because it drives you nuts when you get a brand new game and it's all scuffed up and not looking new. But now that it does, I'm happy, and I could say with confidence that Minecraft Dungeon Arcade is a great game to buy, and Raw Thrills will definitely stand by their product. Now, with that said, a couple other pieces that I got the Ticket Cutter by St. Louis Games. Now, that is a solid piece, and it's been doing really well in my game room, and it's going to do a lot better now. Now, I'll be honest, this game is very, very solid. It's metal. It's like a much more sturdy version of Barber Cut. But I don't like the tickets that they include in the package, so I got rid of those, and I made my own out of PVC and labels. They look great. People play that and get a lot of enjoyment out of the game, cutting the rope. So that's a good one. I got Cut Your Prize as well from St. Louis Games. It's catered more towards operators, but I'm going to put it in my other game. I have it in my other game room. I just haven't set it up yet. It's just the exact same thing as Ticket Cutter in a different package. Now, what I will say about these string cutters, and they've made a huge comeback, is that it's great to see these ones with one string, and there's going to be a few different versions of it. You'll see the one by Pipeline Games, and then you'll see the one by Eunice, and then St. Louis Games has their version of it too. I think it's called Skill Cut or Skill Cutter. And I don't like those anywhere near as much as the cut your prize in the ticket cutter, and I'll tell you why. You have the the single string games. You put your PlayStation 5 in it or your big plush, and you make money hand over fist, sure. But there's going to be downtime, especially if you're an operator or if you run out of stock. You got one string. Now, with St. Louis's games, St. Louis Crane Company, their cut your prize, I could put Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, big screen TV, the awesome AirPods, whatever, you name it. Now I got 6 prizes. Now, while it don't make a whole lot of difference in a fun center because there's people always on site, if you're an operator, it makes a hell of a difference because your game's going to constantly make money, even if prizes have been vended out. And you want prizes to get vended out because people aren't going to play a game if you even if you hang a PlayStation 5 in it in one of these one-string games. Now, sure, you're going to make $3,000 on that PlayStation 5 or $6,000. But eventually people are like, no, we're done. And then your reputation's ruined. So you need to be fair. You need to be ethical. And I think you make more money when you got more strings. So I endorse the multi. So if you got a barber cut, use it. If you don't, get a cut your prize from St. Louis Crane Company, or a ticket cutter if you got an FEC. I put that next to my ticket rings. Now, I'll tell you, it doesn't do as well as the ticket rings, but it still makes a lot of money. And I really like that game. And it looks good. So, those are 2 other ones that I got. Now, there's other pieces that I'm looking at, and we'll go into more details on them later. But budget your games, do your research, and listen to the podcast. I'm going to give you the best advice that I can, and it works for me, and it's worked for people that I've worked with and consulted and made a lot of money, and I hope it does the same thing for you. So I think I'm going to do a best of 2021 in several categories in a podcast coming real soon. And I think that'll be a lot of fun for all of us. I really want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast. It's like more and more people every time I put one out, get a lot more listens, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I hope I'm a help to you. I hope that you learned something from the podcast, because I know when I read all your posts and you ask questions, it makes me learn more too and do some more research, and it's just been a blast. So this is Tim with FECTALK signing out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you could always contact me at tim@fectalk.com.